once again, I was watching through your videos, and I saw this one, what Wiccans and Witches is ethical to cast love spells. I don't believe it's ethical to cast love spells for a certain person. Like, if you're, okay, like, I don't see the difference in doing a spell to attract your true love and saying a prayer to attract your true love. You know, like asking God to send you your true love, or doing a spell to send you your true love. Like, I don't see the difference in that. Like, having one person set out in mind, I have a little bit of an issue with that. Like, I mean, I don't see why, I see why you shouldn't do it. I mean, what if that's not your true love, and what if they don't really love you, and, you know, what if they don't really care about you, and you end up getting hurt, or something like that. You know, I don't think that's right. You go through quite a bit of books, well, you go through a couple books and point out, you know, the one book that stood out was the complete book of spells, curses, and magical recipes. Magical recipes, that's one thing, depending on what it's for. Curses, I don't think curses should ever be done. Like, seriously. Like, why would you curse someone because they owe you $20? Or something like that, you know, or because they broke your heart. I mean, like, I can understand sending a spell out, or sending something out to them so that they know how you feel, but not to necessarily have an exact replica of what happened to them, or what happened to you, rather, or something along those lines. Also in this video, you ask, where is the power coming from? Like, when that's, to me, you asking, also, where does the power come when you pray? Where does the answer come from? Like, if you're praying to God and He answers you, isn't that the same as if you're praying to the god and goddess and they answer you? Like, I believe that everybody like, the way I believe it is, everybody's technically praying to the same god, only they see him differently, or goddess / god. I believe that there's one main source of power, which is the divine. Then there's one step down, which is the god and goddess. But also, like, in the Christian religion, there's God, and then there's Jesus, who is like one step down from God. And you pray to Jesus so that He will have His Father, God, answer you. That's how I see it. That's just how I see that one. The power comes from, I guess, above, from our deity, our God, our goddess. I think that it's wrong to cast a love spell because, on a specific person, rather, because if you do, you're probably gonna, either you get hurt, or they get hurt, and that's just slightly screwed up. Also, I wanted to say that I have great respect for you, because you are putting yourself out there and telling and sharing your experiences and your, what I see, wisdom from what you've seen and from what you've learned. I don't understand why a lot of other Wiccans are questioning you on your understanding of different spells and rituals and things like that, and simple information, and I don't see why they're questioning you. Because, I mean, you could have, I think that you were involved in the occult, not necessarily, you know, for, like, you know, a steady 10 years, 20 years or something like that, but for, as you said, dabbled for 2 years. You know, you've accumulated some knowledge, you've learned, and you've lived and learned, and you share your experiences. You don't share, you know, Joe Bob's down the street's experiences as well as your own. You show your experiences and what you've learned, and I want to thank you for putting yourself out there as much as you do, because, like, you made me think a lot. Like, why do we cast circles? Why does it have to be a circle? I mean, that really made me think. Like, I've never actually cast a circle, an actual circle, but I mean, I've used different, like an oblong bubble, but, you know, that's because that's how I see it. It's easier for me to envision it that way. And yeah, but like I said, I want to say thank you, and I greatly respect you for sharing your experiences, and for just putting yourself out there like that and making everybody think. That's something I haven't seen in a while on YouTube, is people actually thinking. So, bye.